I just watched the insanely viral, unreal roasted tomato soup recipe, and I wanted to give it a try. It seemed incredibly easy, it has loads of tomatoes, some coconut milk, and it just looked really good. Now, one thing about all of these crazy viral shorts is it always makes it look like it's really quick to make. So I wanted to time it, see how long it takes, and see is this recipe truly an unreal tomato soup. So first things first, I gotta peel off all these stickers, prep these tomatoes, get them washed, and chop them in half. The recipe calls for 12 tomatoes. I got a few more. I think I have like 14 here. Oh, it is 159. So we'll see when this is finished. I wasn't exactly sure which tomatoes to get, if I should get Roma tomatoes, if they would be the best for tomato soup. I kind of thought they might, but then I just thought these vine-ripe tomatoes, they looked pretty good. They were nice and red. Thought this would be perfect. Now I have the oven preheating for 365 degrees according to the recipe. These are nice and meaty looking tomatoes. I was kind of worried that these might be a little watery, but I'm glad they're
thick, really thick. It's perfect.
Now, along with that, we're gonna toss in a whole big knob of ginger and a whole head of garlic. I'm just gonna cover them with a bit of olive oil. Make sure all the tomatoes are covered, and that garlic and ginger. Sprinkle with some kosher salt. Here's our roasting pan. I didn't do a whole lot of olive oil in it. We're gonna kind of keep it to a minimum because we're gonna add a little bit more in a bit. Let's toss this in the oven. We're gonna roast this for about 20 minutes. Okay, smells awesome in here. Tomatoes are roasting, they're looking pretty good. So at this point, I'm gonna slice up 2 red onions. Just remove the skin. Red onions I thought was kind of an interesting choice for this. Personally, I thought like a white onion would be really nice, or a sweet onion, just because there's a pinch more sweetness in them. I thought that would kind of round out the tomato soup flavor. And then a chili pepper, which I'm gonna take this top off here. We're just gonna do a little bit more olive oil over the onion and chili pepper. So far, this is going together really well. Just gonna add some salt, and then we're just gonna toss this back in the oven, 25 minutes. 25 minutes. So a lot of you know my struggle with weight, and that all changed when I started focusing on health and wellness versus just trying to lose weight. And that means I've been a heck of a lot more active, like running, doing yoga. I'm now doing like 30 pull-ups a day, which I never imagined. So because of that, I was looking for an after-workout lunch that was a quick, clean, healthy, easy meal, and that's when I found Happy Viking. Happy Viking is more than just a protein powder. It's a complete superfood meal. It's packed with 60+ superfoods, vitamins, and minerals, and contains 20 grams of plant protein and only 2 grams of sugar. It was created by Venus Williams, the tennis champion, after she was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease. After plant-based superfoods transformed her life, she used that blueprint to create Happy Viking. I like to make mine pretty easy. I just blend it with a little bit of water, maybe almonds or cashews, and then I just add 2 scoops of Happy Viking. This one here is the vanilla bean, which is awesome. But they also have chocolate, green colada, strawberry smoothie, iced coffee, and cookies and cream. And these are really good, like really good. After drinking my Happy Viking, I feel great for the rest of the day. I feel full, I have loads of energy. I love these. And the best part is they are vegan, non-GMO, dairy-free, gluten-free, keto-friendly, and B Corp certified. It's been a game changer for me, honestly. So gang, click the link below and get $20 off your Happy Viking order using my code SAUCE20. What an awesome lunch. Okay, so it's been 25 minutes. These are roasted. They look pretty good. In the original video, everything was like a lot darker. So I'm just kind of wondering about that and how that's gonna kind of come out in the end. But we'll see, because we didn't really get a whole lot of roasting. No brown bits on the pan. That might be because this is like non-stick, but let's just move on. So first thing we wanna do is we're gonna remove the skin from the ginger. Now, everybody does this like peeling thing, but I'm not gonna sit there and do that. It's hot. So I'm just going to slice the ginger and kind of cube it up and get rid of the skin that way. So as far as the garlic, we just need to squeeze out our garlic here. This should be nice and roasted. It feels like it. This is all really hot, so. Ooh, my God.
Blasted hot garlic here.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. It's gonna be really gingery, I'll tell you that. There's gonna be some heat to this. Okay, so at this point we have all of our ingredients. They're all ready to roll, so I'm gonna toss these into my Dutch oven, into the saucepan. It's on like a medium heat. I'm gonna make sure I get all of the liquid out of this pan here, out of the roasting pan. The garlic, the ginger, toss that all in. Then we're gonna add 400 milliliters of coconut milk, which is just a can, and about 600 milliliters of vegetable broth. Now, I'm gonna say this is probably the pinkest tomato soup that I've seen. I might end up adding some tomato paste to it, but I forgot to add the vinegar, so I'm gonna toss that in. I'm gonna blend that vinegar in really quick. It's a little chunky. I don't know if the ginger is not blending too well. I am gonna add maybe like 2 or 3 tablespoons of tomato paste if I have it. Maybe make it a little bit more richer. Tell you, it's definitely has that ginger. My manaba ginger might have been a bit too big. Might have been a little too overzealous with the ginger. We toasted the bread, or it's toasting now. It's looking good. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, it's gonna be so great. Now, I forgot the black pepper, so I just put a little bit of black pepper in there, mixed it up. But let's plate this up. So I'm gonna do some of the soup, hutch of coconut milk, little olive oil, and some cilantro, fresh cilantro. That looks pretty good. I think it looks good. I do think it's gonna come out tasting pretty good too. So it's around 3:50 p.m. That means it took around 2 hours to make, which isn't that bad. I think this looks pretty good, but let's see what Monica has to say. Cheers.
Cheers.
Think.
Oh, that's delicious. Very gingery.
Yeah, it did come out. Yeah.
Oh, and I love was the cilantro bite.
Yeah.
The ginger and cilantro together. Let me taste it.
It did come out. It's gingery. I'll let you just go ahead. You do your thing.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's gingery, but that's not a bad thing. I mean, it's a tomato bisque with a hint of ginger.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's like ginger soup or anything. It just has a hint of ginger.
Yeah.
It feels kind of like healing almost.
It really does kind of, actually. I know earlier when I tasted it, when it was like really hot, the ginger was like really prominent. But like now that it's cooled down a bit, I mean, I think that's pretty good. I'm pretty...
Yeah, I really like this.
So I did add too much ginger. I went back and looked at like the actual recipe, went back and looked at the video. It was a much smaller piece of ginger, probably half the size.
I really don't care because I like it.
Yeah, it is good. It is really good.
The first bite had a little bit of spice to it because of the amount of ginger, really.
There's also a chili pepper in here too.
Oh, then maybe it was the chili pepper.
Yeah.
But now it's like the spice is leveled out after the few bites. And it's not like spicy, it's just kind of got a little bit of a kick.
Yeah, all in all, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I think it's a definite make.
That's what I was thinking before you said 8 out of 10, I was thinking I'm gonna give it an 8.
Yeah, 8 out of 10. Perfect. Well, thanks, baby. Here we go. This is dinner.
Yep.
And probably lunch for a little bit too.
I think I was looking at that camera.
Oh, really? That camera.
I think so, yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay.